Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Rob Rivera with Who's On First, the show. And today I got a special guest for you guys. I got Michael. Michael's got a little company, he's up and coming, he's got a lot of stuff coming, and he's gonna surprise us with some stuff today. So go ahead, Michael, introduce yourself.
Awesome. Thanks for the awesome introduction. My name is Michael. I am the inventor and founder of Xtream Wraps. So they're custom shrink wrap. It's art shrink wrap with custom artwork printed on them, and you could pretty much put anything that you want onto bats. But we also have designs that we have on our website that are pre-made, and
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So I mean, explain to me this. Yet you have like what is it, like a plastic sleeve? How you have something there?
Sure, yeah, I got so basically what you'll see is this when
Okay.
you get it in the mail, and it's shrink wrap with artwork printed on it. And what you'll do is you'll take that and slide your bat into it and shrink it in boiling water, and
Ah,
it ends up looking like an ice cream cone.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
got we got ice cream cone. What else we got? We got anything else?
Yeah, I got Minecraft and I got a blue crown and a red crown. I'm just started off, so small little designs, but also taking suggestions from a lot of people, which is where my custom requests come through.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that's I mean, I mean, where did this all come about? How did you start all this?
So my son got into baseball. I'd never really been into baseball, and but my 9 year old, he was born with a baseball bat in his hand, and I just been, playing catch with him, and he started playing baseball, and pretty soon he's getting all the cool things that all the kids in the team's getting, and out came the pencil bat, and I wanted to get him one, but you know, we couldn't really afford it, and whenever we did find one, it was they were sold out, So I'm an artist. I thought to myself, man, what could I do to maybe paint the bat or something like that, and all he's got is little t-ball bats, and my friend, he said, you don't want to mess with the play surface, paint gets heavier, whatever, it depends on how you do it. And so as we're talking, I'm picking at my prime drink, water bottle, and I'm like, dude, this is printed on shrink wrap. I wonder if I could do that for a bat. And I made a couple phone calls, some Google searches, and found a manufacturer that I talked to, and they're like, "Absolutely, we could do this." So, um, yeah, it kind of just snowballed from there. And I did the ice cream because ice cream was starting to get in really big with
Right.
baseball, and so I was like, "Oh, we'll just do ice cream because that'll match like all the gear that he's buying," And so I got 20 wraps made for me, and just like a little sample product run, and I wrapped his bat, and took him to practice one day, and all of a sudden, like, parents and coaches and all these people were like, "Hey, where'd you get that bat?" And I've never seen that bat. I'm like, "Oh, it's actually a Walmart bat."
All right.
But
Wow.
it's a wrap that I created, and they're like, "What? Where did you buy it?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. Like, no, I created it. Like, you can't go to the store and buy this." And so then they're like, "You got to start this," and it just started getting crazy. So I've been doing this for since 2024, the middle of 2024, and it's been just evolving into what it is now.
Okay. So now we're talking about let's say the ice cream bat. I mean, what are we talking about for that bat? What are you looking to spend?
Oh, it's
No, I'm talking about the actual bat itself that was painted and all that, man, coming from a different manufacturer. I think they go for about $250, right? That
Oh yeah, dude. Like if you're getting something like that, you're definitely in the 200 range. Custom stuff is expensive. In baseball, they know that parents are going to spend money. That's another thing with me. I'm like, dude, $400 for an 8 year old or a 7 year old at the time to play baseball. Like, I think he's good, but dang, he's just gonna be whacking stuff with it,
right.
so like I didn't know much. I'm like, why don't we get a Walmart bell? It's not cool enough. Well, then I wrapped his Walmart bat, and everybody was asking him about his bat. You know,
Right. So now what are you looking once you wrap, let's say you get the Walmart bag, 50, $60, and then you wrap it. I mean, how much is the wrap?
so I'm selling them for $5 right now. And $10 if you want it wrapped when I'm at a place, I'll wrap it for you at $10.
Right.
But usually, right now on my TikTok shop, I'm doing $5. I am working on my website to get the price corrected. It's at $9.99, but it'll be changed very shortly. So yeah, but $5 I feel like is a very fair cost for it. They're temporary, they don't last forever. There's no reason to spend any more money than that, and it's not. Honestly, I didn't start getting into this because I wanted to make a bunch of money. I just wanted to make something cool for the kids that can't afford the $400 bats.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right. And there's always suggestions that people are coming out there, right?
oh, dude, they're like, "Hey, do you got like a metal, bat that looks like a transformer, or do you got, And I'm like, "Oh, dude, no." I guess like I kind of missed the boat on the designs, like they're doing good, like people like them, but I definitely could have like, before everything started taking off, I could have used a little bit more help on the design department. So we're working on it. And I've been asking kids too, whenever they buy, their parents get them one. I'm like, hey, what would you like to see on the next time you come? What kind of wraps would you like to see? So I've been getting really good, feedback from the kids on what they like. So
Okay. All right. Wow, that's amazing. You go from a $250 bag to, 65 bucks. I
yeah,
mean, that's something. And does he ever get any complaints about it all breaking up or chipping or peeling or anything?
I mean, that's kind of what they're meant for. They're not really meant. I've gotten a lot of complaints about them not being legal in like UAAA and stuff like that because you're messing with the thing. And really, that's not really meant for like big leaguers or anybody out there with
All right.
wrap bats. Obviously, I have had this compression tested. It doesn't change the functionality of the bat at all. It's literally shrink wrap. It's very 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 thin. Um, any compression test that I've done, and I've done it on all of the major manufacturers of baseball bats. They haven't changed compression at all, and even on wooden bats, it doesn't even change the sweet spot on it. So it's been really cool. I've had um, some pro ballers come to a batting cage event that I was there, and they were knocking these things off the freaking bats like nobody's business. And it ended up being like, hey, wrap another wrap. I want to see how many times I could hit a ball to knock it off the wrap. So then
Right.
we had a competition at the batting cage. How many hits till you knock it off the bat? And so it's turned into more of a, this is what you would use during practice, batting cages, transit. It protects your $400 bat from the kids dragging it on the ground.
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
um, so no dinging, nothing like that. It's just shrink wrap. So a lot of people have asked, hey, does it leave like stickiness? Not at all. It's if you peel the label off your water bottle, is it, besides the glue that they have stuck on the water bottle, does the wrap itself leave film? No, it's literally just shrink wrap.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's amazing stuff. I mean, I've never thought about it. Now I'm thinking of ways to use this. I'm like, maybe we can
So
have something else. I don't know. Wrap him
yeah.
up. So what
So
other things would he wrap? Go ahead.
part of the patent that's pending is hockey sticks. We're talking about I got hockey sticks, golf clubs that I can do. I can do lacrosse sticks, stuff like that. Pretty much anything that you can put the tube over and shrink wrap it to, I can do it too.
That'd be pretty cool. We put it on a street sign. One of them stop signs at the end of the block. It's the
Yeah,
popsicle. You'll see the stop massage.
yeah,
I'm like, make it
yeah,
right at the popsicle at the snow at the,
yeah,
at the ice cream cone. You'll at the stop sign of my ice cream cone. Make a right. I'm 2
yeah.
places in on the left.
A lot of people really like using these during like softball does a lot of functions where they're raising money for like people who have cancer,
Right.
people, stuff like that. They'll do cancer awareness wraps. They've done team wraps, and then they'll sell the extra wraps to people. And I'll sell it to them at a pretty good price, and they'll make a little bit of cash to go towards whatever they're fundraising for. So that's another thing that they've been, a lot of people advertising their business, mom and
Okay.
pop, they want their kid to be out there with their, roofing company on there. I've had
Right.
that happen before. So yeah, lots of ways that this can be used. But definitely not for games like, serious stuff where they're going to be testing your bat or seeing if you're hiding, a BB core or whatever,
Okay.
and also that's another question. Do I print anything like USA? I do not do any of that because I'm not trying to get into any kind of legal issues. Doing simple designs, meant for fun, and yeah,
Okay.
a lot of the
That's
objections I've had.
that's pretty cool stuff. I mean, so what other products? I know you said something about there was an Extreme Award thing that you had.
Yeah, so I had my son started a new team, and he is his first tournament. The coach gave him this 3D printed chain that was just huge, and he was so proud of it. And I was excited for him to get it, but at the same time, like I was watching the other kids on his team, and they're like, "Dang, they wanted it and stuff." And then you only have so many game balls. I don't want my kid getting a participation award. You know what I mean? Like everybody hates those. So I was thinking, man, a lot of these kids that don't like have the natural talent, or they're just learning it, or whatever the case may be. It would be cool in their early stages of learning the game to have achievements that they could be acknowledged for,
Okay.
and so I started thinking like, okay, well, you could do some type of an award system, but you kind of want to guide the kid to learn the game of baseball too, you know what I mean? So I came up with the extreme achievement rail. And
Okay.
so basically what this rail will pin onto your backpack, t-shirt, whatever, and then you collect 10 awards throughout the season. It can be through practice, games, whatever it is, that the coach decides, hey, this guy's showing up and showing off. I'm going to give him an award, you know? And so they can do it during any time of the year. And the kids are now getting motivated, like, hey, I got one of these, I learned this position, there's infield ace, lockdown fielder, beast mode, MVP, coach award, playmaker. There's all types of different wins. And basically what it is like trying to catch a Pokemon, but what you're doing is actually teaching the kid to work towards a goal. I want to learn outfield. I want to learn infield. I want to get a good hit. I want to be MVP. I want to get a coach's award, which could be for anything that the coach thinks, hey, that deserves recognition, because a lot of times people are just forgetting that kids are just doing it to have fun, and acknowledging their effort is like 90% of the joy that they're going to get. When your kid comes home and like, dude, coach told me, that was a good play that I did. Those are the
Right.
things that they brag about. And how cool if they had an award where they can even put it on their backpack, and now the kids and other teams are like, oh, what's that? Oh, you did this, you did that. So it's like badge of honor. So
Wow.
that's the goal for these, and these are actually something I'm really excited for. I have two teams right now in Little League, my local Little League, that have adopted this program, and I'm going to get some good interviews with them on what they thought about using it throughout the season. So more
Okay.
more to come for you for that.
That's some really good stuff. I mean, I wish I had some of that. Most of the time I used to get it, go, hurry up, move it.
Yeah,
We'd hit the ball once, we get yelled at for 10 minutes, and then they hit the ball again, we get yelled at for 10 minutes. It kind of worked out. We learned a lot more. But yeah, I mean, I think that would be great. That'd be something,
yeah,
to give them a little award and turn around and at the end of maybe every practice or at
yeah,
the end of every game, we always had the game ball. You
yeah,
given the game
exactly.
ball and they told you, hey, heck of a play or
Yeah,
something like that. For me personally, Guys, game ball, sure, no problem. But I also am watching when I coached, I also watched my guys, and it was always I had, best cheerleader,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't there's nothing wrong with sitting on the bench and going, come on, guys. All right, 2 outs. Hey, watch the
The
guy.
hype man.
I'm yeah, you know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
that kid that's always he's in the game. I'm in the game,
Yeah.
even though I'm not in the game, I'm in the game. The kid that's always, hey, we got a 2-2 count, guys. Hey, remember there's 2 outs, or
Yeah.
the kid that always comes to practice, on time, is prepared, and he leaves and helps the coaches with the equipment and really can't play.
Yeah.
I've had that kid,
Yeah.
and I've given him an award. Gives
Yeah.
me effort. Gives me effort.
Hey,
And
he's showing up. He's doing the work, you know?
he comes with his hat. Comes with his hat. I can't tell you how many times I've had practice and somebody's missing a hat. I can't tell you how many
Yeah.
times they come in sneakers. Guys,
Yeah.
where your cleats at? It's my mom didn't bring it. Well, your mom's not here. Your mom doesn't play on this team. It's
Yeah.
your responsibility. And so, you know,
Yeah.
that's the way we got to get them. And remember, we're
Yeah.
not just preparing them to play baseball. We're preparing them for life.
Yeah. You're giving them culture. You want these kids to learn how to set goals, how it feels when you achieve a goal. All these things are life skills that you learn when you're playing baseball. That's why I actually have fallen in love with baseball from watching my son learn how to play. I've learned the game through watching him learn the game.
Okay.
And now thinking back to where like my grandpa would be watching the D-backs, because we're from Arizona, he's a big D-backs fan. And he'd be like, the game's on tomorrow, Mike. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. Now I'm thinking like, dude, I missed out. Like, dude,
Yeah.
2001, is the time where like the D-backs were doing amazing. And I missed those games, but my grandpa was watching them, invite me over to watch them. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
so it's just like thinking back now on how much I appreciate the game and the things that it's teaching my kids just with life skills. Like, man, I kind of missed out on some stuff. So
Wow.
yeah,
We don't think about stuff like that,
not
life
till later.
lessons, there's stuff like that. All right. So I know you had mentioned some custom gloves too. We got
I
some
do. I do have some custom gloves.
uh-oh, we got custom gloves too now.
So I have wraps that are coming pretty soon, and they're going to be jawbreaker wraps. So my son's team is red, white, and blue. So I made red, white, and blue with jawbreaker, and he's got the
Oh wow.
extreme. Yeah, and I mean they're handmade by a father and son that are local to my town, and they're custom and they feel legit. So I'm very happy to be able to show the glove and support another local guy with doing something cool like this. And I
Oh
think
wow.
it's going to be really cool when the wraps come in and match the glove that matches their uniform. So it's going to be kind of blending the whole thing in.
Yeah, soon we're gonna be wrapping cleats and
That would be wild.
we're gonna get the forearm sleeve tattoos to
Yeah.
match the cleats, to match the gloves, to match the bat, to match the oh Lord of mercy.
It's going to be walking jawbreaker on the field. Hey, but little guys love stuff like that. They love the drip at that age. And if whatever gets them into the game to start loving something, and then eventually like, hey, I'm good at this. I'm gonna pursue it. You never know what that could influence kids into becoming the next whoever.
Well, I mean, it's all right. So my one of my big movies is Sandlot.
Love
So
it.
I
Yeah.
mean, you're talking about one guy because of the way they were trying to get the ball, he turned out to be an expert in bungees.
Yeah.
The other guy, he went to aerospace designing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
trying to get the ball. The other guy, he went he bought a pharmacy because that's where all
Yeah.
the kids were, and that's where they used to always get the baseball. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like you
And
know
that's so true, man. You think about it.
they spin off. You know,
Yeah.
they spin off, and a story for me is, but basically kept me out of the streets was baseball.
Yeah.
So, sad story, but my dad had bumped into a gentleman that his kids played in Little League where I used to play. And
Yeah.
my dad asked him about his two boys. He said one's in prison and one is dead. And then
Yeah.
when he asked about my dad's boys, and he says, well, my one son, he's doing this, my other son is doing that, and my other son is doing that. And he told him, he said, I should have kept him in baseball. And he says, yeah, you should have kept him in baseball.
Yeah.
So
Gives
I
them
mean,
something to do and structure, man.
it was I was in the Bronx. There was
Yeah.
nothing good in the street. So we were
Yeah.
we were either at home or we were on the baseball field. And in the winter, we there was a school nearby that my dad was friends with the maintenance guy, and
Yeah.
he would let us into the gym 2 or 3 times a week. So we had the whole gymnasium to ourselves, which was pretty cool. And what we were doing, playing baseball
Yeah.
indoors in the snow, in the rain, in the sleet, and everything.
Yeah.
We were playing baseball. So it kept us out of the street, kept us under his thumb, and
Yeah.
that's the game. But the custom gloves, I like it. I like
Thanks, man.
it.
I
I like it.
appreciate it.
That's amazing stuff. So now you said you had a little secret for me. You had a little bit of
Yes.
an exclusive. So here's
Yes, I
what
do.
I'm gonna tell you. Mike is gonna let us know first. Here first on who's on first this show. It's being released now. I don't know. He's gonna surprise me. What you got, Mike?
Yes. So soon, very soon, I'm gonna have gear coming in, backpacks to be specific, that are gonna be integrated with the rail. So you can get your extreme backpack with awards, and they're gonna attach just to that backpack, and it's gonna look nice, clean, stitched on. They're gonna be fully customized, match the gloves, match the wraps, all kinds of stuff, which brings in
Okay.
this and the wraps together.
Oh wow.
So it's
Oh
in the works right now. First production run starting soon. So
wow. I mean, you're innovative, coming up with some stuff, man. This is so. I mean, all right. So now I'm watching this. These kids are watching this. Where do we get this? Where do we get this stuff? Tell them where do we go?
So right now, the best place to go would be on xtremewraps.com. I'm still loading things on there. I am a very this is all just kind of blowing up. I wasn't really prepared. So I thought I was, but things happen, and it is what it is. But I'm working on my website, xtremewraps.com. If you want to check me out on TikTok, Extreme Awards on TikTok, and you'll find my shop right there. You can go in there, buy these wraps. All the new things will be coming out, will be posted onto both of those places.
All right. Wow. It's amazing stuff. I got
Yeah.
so many ideas, it's not even funny.
Hey man, we just got to brainstorm, bro. That's all this has been. Brainstorming
Great.
and testing it on the kids, see if they like it. And hey, if they like it, let's roll with it.
All right. And if somebody has an idea for you, what you have an email or
So
something?
you can email me at extremewraps@gmail.com. You could also go onto the website, and there is a little button in the shop where you can do custom wraps, and you can submit how many wraps you want. Send a picture of the design that you think you want, and then a little description of how many, what it's for, and all that stuff. Whatever you think you need to give me the idea that you want to, get across. And then I have a team of designers that I send all this information to, and they create the wrap. I send it back. The person says yes, no, change this, keep that. And once that's all finished, then we submit the order and print out the wraps, and boom, you got a custom bat, you know, and
Wow.
within usually about 2 weeks for custom stuff.
Okay. So, I mean, what's the price on those award rails?
Awards are $10 a box.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now, coach, I got 15 kids. $150 is kind of steep. What do you think, Mike?
I think you should ask all the parents to spend $400 on bats if $10 to pitch in for your kid to get recognized for their hustle is worth it.
Bam!
Bam.
Drop the bat.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you a funny story about these, man. The
Go
first
ahead.
person to get these was my 5-year-old daughter, and she is on a T-ball team, the only girl. She is a straight hustler. And she put the rail on her backpack, and I did not talk to the coach about this. She handed the coach the box with the awards before the game. At the end of the game, she walked up to coach and said, "Can you give me my awards now?" And and I caught him pinning every single award he could on that rail, man. And I said, okay, well, I think kids are gonna like this. So
That's amazing. I like to see it like on the side of the hat or something
yeah,
like
man. Well,
that.
the cool thing is these pin on to wherever you want to put them. So you can put it on the side of your hat. You can put it on your jersey, wherever.
I like to see it on the side of the hat because that you're not always going to be wearing your jersey, but you're going somewhere, whatever. You put it on the side of your hat, and you got those awards there, those accolades. That's I like those. I like those. I like those.
Well,
Great idea.
maybe we might have a Who's on First hat edition.
Oh, I like it. I
All
like
right.
I like it. How about
Yeah.
we get an umpire edition?
Ooh.
We get an umpire edition. Don't
That's the good thing about these, man. They go to different sports, cheerleading, to gymnastics. You could do anything with them. I'm coming out with them. They're in the making for all different sports.
okay.
And if I mean umping, that industry, why not? Let's award some umps,
Let's
you
get
know?
some umps going. I like it. I like
Yes,
it.
sir.
All right. All right. Well, thanks, Mike. Thanks for being on. I appreciate it. I mean, guys, let's do this. Let's go help Mike out. Let's get some. Let's get. He seems to be bored at home. How many kids did you have, Mike? You said.
I have 6 kids. One's 20 though, so he's not in the house. He don't count. But I have 3 foster kids right now, so I have 8 in my house as we
Whoa.
speak.
Listen, he needs that money to support them 8 kids, man. That's a lot of mouths to feed, and $10 a pop sometimes don't stretch as far as it used to. So
That's right.
let's go on that website. Let's go check them out. Let's get those bats, and hey, those team moms, team dads. Let's get those awards given to the coach. Get these kids motivated. I think this is something it's going to take off for you, Mike. I see it.
I appreciate it.
And I really I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, thanks, Mike, for being on. I appreciate it. And
Thank you.
all right. And as we say, here's who's on first. What we say, Mike?
Keep swinging.
All right.
If you like the show, please do me a favor. Subscribe. Right. You see it? It's right there. Subscribe, share, like, and don't forget, put that bell on. It'll ding you when I put something else on, all right?